Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers, he finds his man, complete. That's Gonzalez. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw is Rodgers. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. He finds his man, complete. It's Gonzalez. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers, and he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Well, this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. On 4th down, Rodgers. Open man Lamb. It's complete. Touchdown. CeeDee Lamb. 42 yards. And the Shamrocks are on the board first here in Vegas. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Pat Surtain getting down from his corner spot to make that play.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rodgers. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. The Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott picks it. And the Broncos are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Now left side on the swing pass. No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Here's Rodgers. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Rodgers. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Here's Rodgers throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and moved it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Broncos are going to have it here just past the 25. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Rodgers will try again on second down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, after incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They're going to try and throw. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Here comes the seventh play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Mixon will try the right side. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st down, Rodgers able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 2nd down and 3. To throw, it's Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. On fourth down. Rodgers over the middle, complete. That's Gonzalez. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Now Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Rodgers now on third and goal. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gonzalez. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. Fourth and goal. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, the decision there, fourth and goal. They go for it, but this ball intercepted in the end zone.
Hey, how about some applause for the stand by this defense? Just to force them into a fourth and goal situation was one thing, but then to get the interception, keep them off the scoreboard, that's a job very well done.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Here's a give to Mixon. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Rodgers going to throw. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Throwing is Rodgers. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. Steps away to his left. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course, you got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Kyle Pitts, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. If they get nothing else here on 3rd down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. To throw is Rodgers. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. took us until the final play charge to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done. Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
They begin with a run by Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Brady. And his throw is incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. It's fielded at the 45. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. To throw is Rodgers.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Now Rodgers. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Rodgers now to throw.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. On 4th down, Rodgers. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. From midfield, here's Brady.
That's down the field to Moss, complete.
Touchdown, Washington. Randy Moss, 50 yards.
And the Commanders are on the board first here in Vegas.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Rodgers now on first down. And he fires one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers.
It'll be Mixon on the out route as the pass is caught. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From midfield, here's Rodgers.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
His first catch, good for 9 in the first down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And a loose football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Brady.
Open man is Keyshawn Johnson.
Touchdown, Washington.
Keyshawn Johnson.
65 yards.
And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Rodgers.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. He got 29 yards that time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. To Mixon on the check down.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Mixing up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Joe Mixon.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Broncos have got it back to within a score.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too. That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Rowe. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Dumps it off to Mixon. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers.
But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And he returns this to the 22. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Commanders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a 1-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw with Brady. And his throw here is incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Tucker's kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. That's going to be caught by Moss. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. To try again after the sack. Rodgers. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. To throw again on second down. Brady
finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now it's 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Brady going to throw.
Connecting with Mixon.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. To throw is Brady.
His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Brady.
This goes out wide from Mixon. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Brady to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw, Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Ronnie Lott, the Hall of Famer, with a pick.
And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back to throw, Rodgers. Throw left side, complete to Moss.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Rodgers throwing here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. And that And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play.
And off we go from Las Vegas. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Let's go.
Lawrence going to put it up right away.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Lawrence. There's Chris Olave.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Though he's seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter, here's another good example.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To throw again on 2nd down.
Lawrence. Open man is Keyshawn Johnson.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he will have a Dolphins first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and...
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. The Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 30. We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
A handoff to Mixon, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Now on 2nd and 13, Rodgers.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Snap comes at 1. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. A handoff, running left, Mixon. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
After the sack on 1st down, Rodgers under pressure, and they got to him again. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Throwing is Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Randy Moss, 33 yards.
And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
action. It's Rodgers. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos 7, Patriots nothing.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Rodgers to throw once more. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running left, it's Mixon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete here.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That is caught by Moss for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
fairly short kick from the 14. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. On first down, Rodgers. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On play action, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 28. They'll run with a longtime Buccaneer. It's Mike Alstott. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the 25 on 2nd down, Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Rodgers now on first down. Looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And all the
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game. And you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. Throwing now is Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Rodgers.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
Rodgers now to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. That is first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Donald Parham.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon.
Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. they've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive, maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground.
They'll get this to the 24, and it's second down.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 24, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Rodgers gonna go on 4th down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe some explanations.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. To throw is Rodgers. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position. Now facing 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Broncos are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. On 2nd and 15 now. Rodgers.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Rowe. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Rodgers to throw. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Mixon with a first down carry. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Gonzalez. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Touchdown! Tony Gonzalez. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Tucker with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing is Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
It'll be Mixon on the out route as the pass is caught.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Mixon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
26.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. From the gun to give to Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Rodgers throwing on 4th down. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Broncos will take over possession here up at the 44. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And the Broncos get there and take him down. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. To Mixon on the check down. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Broncos are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. He's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Broncos are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Inside handoff to Mixon. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Rodgers. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Now Rodgers. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now Rodgers.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Broncos will take over on downs. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help them big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. Mixing up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. Back to throw, Rodgers. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Here's a give to Mixon. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Mixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is into the end zone.